Back on the Sports Zone, I am Mike Aglialoro. Before we start, I just want to say rest in peace to one of the greatest pure hitters the game of baseball has ever seen in Tony Gwynn. Dead at the age of 54. Rest in peace to a true baseball legend. With that, we're going to move on and congratulate the San Antonio Spurs for their 5th championship in the last 15 seasons. It is absolutely incredible to think of the longevity and continuity of R.C. Buford, the GM, Gregg Popovich, the team coach, and Tim Duncan, the superstar player. And you add in Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker to that, and this year we saw the true emergence of NBA Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard, along with guys like Danny Green and Patty Mills. So the question entering this offseason, as much as everybody has been focused on what LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh will be doing this offseason, the true question is, where do the San Antonio Spurs go from here? Do they have it in them to gear up for one final run? And to me, the answer is absolutely yes. Tim Duncan is really the only free agent this offseason. He has a player option for this season, and to my way of thinking, I really thought it was possible that he was going to retire if they won the championship. But looking at how everything is set up, Tim Duncan, Patty Mills, Boris Diaw, Matt Bonner, those are the only real free agents the Spurs have. And then next season, it's Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Danny Green, and Marco Bellinelli, all unrestricted free agents, with Kawhi Leonard being a restricted free agent. Theoretically, Tim Duncan will only decline his player option if Gregg Popovich and R.C. Buford have something planned to restructure the contract in an attempt to reload, bring everybody back, possibly bring in one more veteran free agent on a league minimum type contract, and try to go for it all next season. And then if Duncan wants to retire when Ginobili, Parker, Danny Green, and Kawhi Leonard potentially are all free agents, it makes all the sense in the world that that's the year that San Antonio has to completely start over and rebuild. But seeing as how you have the emergence of Kawhi Leonard, you have Danny Green still around, you have some young guys there, especially if they bring Patty Mills back this offseason. To me, he's the wild card. What Duncan's going to do, you basically know what Diaw and Bonner are going to do. Bonner's never been with another team but the Spurs. And Boris Diaw was almost out of the league before the Spurs got a hold of him, so you got to figure they're both set. Patty Mills is really the question mark as far as I'm concerned. He's the youngest guy of the free agents that San Antonio has, and you have to wonder if he's going to test the system or if he's going to stay within San Antonio's system. That's the question mark, and you saw what he can do in the moments where he was filling in for Tony Parker, which were quite frequent this season. So you have to wonder if some team is going to try to throw a lot of money at him. And because he's so young, and really this is going to be the first time he's tested, the Spurs players are among the most selfless in the league, but we've never really seen Patty Mills in action to know if he's the same type of selfless. We're going to find that out this offseason. If he is able to come back, Duncan's going to do what he's got to do to help the Spurs out. Again, I think they're going for one more run, and then Duncan rides off into the sunset next season. That's going to do it for us today. Make sure you check out everything else we got on the Sports Zone from Aaron Hadasme, Tom Lembo, Jay Rofsky, Dave Tice, Gennady Roginski, Jake Dixon, and George Murphy. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at WeAreSportsZone. Send us any questions and comments you may have. Thanks again for watching, folks. For This is Sports Zone, I am Mike Aglialoro. We'll see you next time, guys.